Hey guys, if you can detect a cheeky glint in my eye, that's because I've got this one's a little bit mischievous, but with good reason. I'm just, fuck you, won't do what you tell me type thing about the whole fandango. If you're new here, you won't know what I'm going on about, but welcome in. Please take a seat. I am just a middle-aged menopausal Gen Xer with more opinions than filters, and I like to call out the naked emperor wherever possible. And recently, if you have been here before, you may well know that recently I got a video taken down from YouTube. This will technically be my 900th video. Go me! But I have had a few taken down. I got in trouble quite a bit with the Rona, as you could probably imagine. But I had one taken down the other day. Right? And the reason... So anyway, welcome in, everybody. Like, let's have a chit-chat, right? And let's talk about this. Geezer, right? Now, the other day I had a video taken down by YouTube. And it was taken down because it had sexual kiddie content. That's what it was removed for. I had to do training on YouTube, right? That was like, check does this particular scenario go against community standards? And I got them all right, bar one, which was a little bit, they got 4 answers and 2 of them could have been it. And it was like, yeah, close, but, and so I got it right. There were 7 questions and they were all about inappropriate content regarding children, child nudity, things like this, right? That's not what this video was about. It is fucking nothing to do, except for the kiddie fiddly bit, nothing to do with what the video was about. They've removed that video despite it not breaching any community standards. It does not go, and you can be the judge of this because I'm going to do it again. Because I'm sorry, but I think that this stuff needs pointing out, right? Now, the only reason that I can think that they took it down is because the title said pedo wearing lippy spared jail for their own safety, right? The word pedo was in the title of that video. That is the only thing that is remotely set, other than reading out the news article, which I'm going to do again, and you can be the judge. Please, at the end of this, please let me know in the comments whether you think my video should have been taken down, because this is going to be, I don't know, I just met videos, drop them and walk away. I know that I have never once posted anything remotely paedophilic, except there is a video that I did many years ago when the lads were little, where the lads are running around in their pants. Other than that, and that's not even fucking paedophilic, that's just a family being a family. But laws get changed and whatever. But this actual video was about this fellow. I'll show you to him. Show him to you. Hopefully you can see that. This thing here, look at that. Nom nom. Right. Shouldn't be body shaming. Is a pedo, I'll shame what I fucking like. Right. This guy is a chap called Peter Selby. Right. And I'm going to tell you the story of Peter Selby and you'll gather why I had to do the video, because I think it's fucking disgusting in a country where women and children are not put first. Our safety, and it doesn't matter what colour skin you are, women and children's rights barely fucking exist in the UK. Oh, also, I want to amend something. I did a video, was it? And said that basically Somalia didn't have rape laws until 2017. And thus for, if it's not illegal to rape in their country, why are they all coming over here and why is nothing being said about it? I actually got that wrong. I've Googled it. I've looked more into it, and it turns out that they're not hot on it. Like, literally, even now, they're not hot on it. Like, literally, it's a thing. Raping and pillaging and, abuse of women is rife in Somalia. right now. Barely anybody gets done for it. They've tried to bring in laws against rape and whatever, and it's just not gone anywhere. Right? They've got female genital mutilation over there, which we'll get into in another video because, but we're not told about this, right? But I needed to clarify that. I said that now they've got sexual assault laws so that people aren't sexually assaulting in Somalia, but no, they still are. Right, so let's have a little, get yourself all comfy. Let's talk about Peter Selby. Peter Selby, and this is dated, it's not the article that I went from in the original video, but yeah, it says the same thing basically. Peter Selby, 71, from South Shields, was sentenced back in June 2020 after being found with a massive cache of child sexual abuse material, more than 125,000 illegal images. Sounded like I were on the BBC then, trying to fucking convince you to take a vaccine, didn't I? Illegal images and videos, some involving victims as young as 3 years old. Selby pleaded guilty to 3 counts related to the creation of indecent images of children and further charge of possessing extreme pornographic material, including content involving bestiality. Despite the severity of the crimes, which could carry up to 10 years in prison, Selby received a 14-month sentence suspended for 2 years. At the time, the sentencing judge cited Selby's transgender identity as a factor in the decision, expressing that incarceration would be particularly difficult under those circumstances. The court also noted Selby's engagement with counselling services and a report assessing him as suitable for community management. Now, I think in today's society, we couldn't, I don't know, a lot of people haven't been through that system, but any government body, anybody with a job description, it's a job description, not your heart. You know what I mean? You tick boxes, and you can tell that from our local Labour ward councillors who don't have a heart at all. Selby was made subject to a sexual harm prevention order, which included a ban on using virtual private networks or private browsing software tools that can obscure internet activity. However, less than a year later, in March 2023, Selby was found to be in breach of that order. During a routine police visit to monitor compliance, officers discovered active VPN software on his laptop registered under his name and email. Appearing this week at Newcastle 25. June 20, can't be. June the 3rd, 2025. That's 2 years. Yeah, I've scrolled too far up now. Appearing this week at Newcastle Crown Court, Selby, who presented with traditionally female features and attire, and a dick in his pants. It's his dick in his pants that he was playing with when he was looking at these pictures. Admitted to violating the order. Prosecutor Rachel Glover confirmed that the VPN was both downloaded and activated. Judge Robert Adams reminded Selby of the original conditions, noting that such restrictions were crucial in preventing reoffending. The judge also referenced past convictions, including 2 indecent assault charges from 1992, which led to a short prison term. While there was no explicit discussion of Selby's gender identity in court this time, Judge Adams acknowledged that Selby has lived in women's clothing for decades and that family members have distanced themselves as a result. The judge also noted the highly personal risk Selby would face if imprisoned in a male facility, because he is a male. He just dresses up in knickers and calls himself Mandy on a weekend. Selby was handed a new sentence of 10 months, again suspended, this time for 18 months, along with requirements to participate in rehabilitation and programme sessions, plus a £100 fine. Naughty Peter. Bad Peter. So yeah, that's that. That's why my video was taken down, for inappropriate sexual content of children. And all of those questions that I had to answer yesterday to complete this training were talking about visual images of naked children. Tell me where in this video there was an image of a naked child. I had YouTube, I appealed it and came straight back, no, this goes against. It's like, give me the option to change the title of the video. I think that shit like this should be public knowledge. Like I think it should be public knowledge that a lot of the men coming over here illegally, being put in £400 a night hotels, come from countries where rape is seen as perfectly okay. Why aren't we allowed to know this? Why is the public not allowed to know that there's fucking raging paedophile just walking round in lacy nicks, putting a bit of lippy on and making, oh no, you can't put him in prison, look. Stick a t-shirt on the man. Take a wet wipe to him. He don't even look that much like a woman anyway. Just because he's got moves, I don't make you feminine, mate. The world's gone mad. The world has gone mad. But again, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen personally, and what I've learned, the information I've garnered over the years, a lot of judges are in the club. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, trouser leg up, dodgy handshake. You know what I'm talking about. Always have. 17 years. Always been about Freemasons. Well, I didn't even know when I first started the videos. There is a period in So Says Kes history when literally I was told by my sources, which is available to everybody if you want to know. Just ask. Just ask and listen out for the answers, mate. But on that note, what do you think? Do you think that it was a worthy ban? Like, and the strike on my account is there till November because I used the word pedo in a title, which I now know not to do. I now know not to use the word, but they could very easily. Well, they couldn't very easily because it's all done on computer. There's no humanity in humanity anymore. It's all algorithms and tick boxes. If you are human, it's like, oh no, we've got to be fulfilling this, and we have to make sure we've done. And where's the heart? Where's the humanity? Where's the safe kids around this old pervert? Would you like it if he was living on your street? He's out there living on somebody's street right now, perving at your kids. That seems to be okay in the UK. But a lot of people now are propsing the women because the women don't give two shits. It's like, no, mate, if the men ain't going to stand up for women and children, the women will do it. But like with the old migrant thing, it's like you're heading into, you're doing so little to protect people that people are going to take that into their own hands. And I have a friend, hi Zebs, he'll never watch this, he don't watch my work, but who said that he'd seen a video the other day with a boat had landed in Kent or something, and people were they were running there scattered because people had taken air rifle. I shouldn't laugh. I do not condone violence of any sort. Do you know what I mean? We literally can win any war with intellect and the ability to speak. Do you know what I mean? That is one of the lies, one of the hugest lies that we've ever been told, is that war is the way that you sort stuff up. Complete and utter fabrication from them bastards up there. And if you don't know who them bastards are, please subscribe to me because I do explain it a lot. They are our enemy, all of us. No matter what colour skin, no matter what religion you follow, all comes from up there, from people who have secrets that they weren't prepared to share, that they cloaked in allegory and veiled in symbols and just fucking kept for their initiated friends. But unfortunately, they don't realise. Well, I'm pretty sure that it's dawning. That's why we're getting the boot firmer on the neck. It's dawning on them that they can't keep it secret forever. Anyway, a little rant into my business. I do apologise, but yeah, that's why I've got a strike on my account till November. Please let me know if anything in this is sexually child sexual provocation. Like, you know what I mean. You know, anything in there. What was I banned for? Anyways, I'll be back soon. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that I love you all, except for the pedos.